Hello, hello, and welcome and happy Tuesday on April 11th, 2023. As we have just literally, and I use the word we because I truly believe every one of us are connected with our planets. Venus has just entered Gemini's energy, the planet of love, relationship, beauty, and money. Also, the ruler of Libra and Taurus, which is now in Gemini's energy, which Gemini is all about our communication, listening, learning, teaching, expanding, and of course, technology. Now, when you view this video and you sit and listen first or take notes or however you do what you do when you watch this video, I'd like you to pay attention to not just the Gemini's energy on your chart, but also Libra and Taurus, because that plays a huge role with this, considering Venus is the ruling sign to both Taurus and Libra. Taurus is about our relationships, and Libra is about the balance that we have with those relationships. And when we speak of relationship, when I speak of relationships, it's not just about the relationship we have with others, but also with ourselves and relationship with money. And now that Venus has entered Gemini, you may find that the relationships that you do have with one another and yourself may be a little bit challenging just due to all the other planetary energies around it, specifically Saturn's energy in Pisces. Saturn is all about our structure, our foundation, the reset that we are all experiencing since Saturn has entered Pisces back on March 7th. So I want to bring to you this amazing energy, this forecast, where Venus will be in Gemini between now, the 11th of April, right through May 7th. So we have a good amount of time to explore the relationships with ourselves, others, and of course, our money, those contracts that we do share with one another, and how this all adds up. For those of you who are new to me, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, and the founder of Holistic Fitness, located right here in Queens. And I want to put it out there right now, immediately, and then again, I might even say it at the end, an offer for each and every one of you who are watching, whether you're watching this on my YouTube channel, maybe even on Facebook, and whatever other platforms this may actually show up on. I invite you to take advantage of a complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session to discover on your natal chart where Venus is, where Gemini is, what house it's all associated with. And you may not quite understand your natal chart. You may actually be really new to this, which is one of the reasons why I like to invite you to take advantage of that 15-minute complimentary session, so you can explore it on a much deeper level. And I do believe that knowing your astrology chart, really understanding where all the planets are, what zodiac signs are connected to them, and how the houses really play a role in reference to the meanings and what's going on in your personal life. Because after all, I do believe astrology is the GPS. And if we do understand our natal chart, we can better navigate through whatever we are experiencing and get the answer to some of the why questions. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is this happening to me? As opposed to taking on this new conversation, which is really not new. Why is it happening for me? And everything, I believe, happens for us, not to us. And when we can take that approach, that new mindset approach of this is happening for me, not to me, it really alleviates and eliminates the whole energy of being the victim and moves into the space of being curious and wondering what it is you're supposed to be learning about the journey you are in at this very moment. And I want to just step back a moment to when we speak of Gemini's energy. Gemini is the zodiac sign of the communicator. How you speak, how you listen, how you show up, how you express yourself, and that could be in reference to words, and it can also be in reference to how you dress, your creativity. And it is associated to the third house. And now, if in fact you do have, let's say, what is called the Chiron moon in Gemini, that means theoretically you have a challenging time speaking up. Your words get tongue-tied, so to speak, or you just have think in your mind that what you need to say is not important enough. But more the reason to step up and share your wisdom, your knowledge, and whatever it is you do know, because there's someone out there that needs to hear what it is you have to say. I also know firsthand that it's extremely important to share your wisdom because there is somebody out there that is really relying on you for the wisdom that you do have, which is one of the reasons why I do come and share week after week my brilliance of creating my deck of cards and how these deck of cards, each one of them, all 45 of them, play a huge role in reference to helping you discover who you are. Each card has 3 elements: a color associated with your chakras, a word that can be used as an affirmation or adds to the story to your journey, and the number that is very much associated with astrology and numerology collectively and personally speaking. So I'm going to get ready to go. And again, you can just sit and listen and watch this video first, or you can grab a pen and paper and jot down some notes. Now, in theory, because this is all about Venus in Gemini, I'd like for you to pay attention to where Gemini is on your natal chart and also where Venus is on your natal chart and whatever it is in your 3rd house energy. So 3 places you want to focus on: your 3rd house, where Gemini shows up, and also what's in Venus for you. And therefore, you might utilize more than just one card as your guidance for this reading. Whereas, for example, and just to put it out there, just to share a little bit of information so it helps you as a guide. For me, in my 3rd house energy, just want to pull it out for just a moment. My 3rd house energy, I have the planet Pluto, and it's associated with Virgo. So theoretically, when I'm reading the Virgo card, I would actually be focused on what energies that is about to help me navigate through my 3rd house energy. Now, what's in Gemini for me on my chart? Theoretically speaking, what's in Gemini on my chart? As I look at my chart, coming to terms and understanding that I don't really have much of anything in my Gemini energy, but I do have houses there, which is associated with either my 11th or 12th house. And not to get too technical, and this is really where I come into play. When you are looking at your natal chart, you may not really be able to understand what it all means, especially when there's houses that are empty. What does an empty house actually mean? A house is really not necessarily empty. It just looks empty to the eye. But if you go a little deeper, there's so much more involved with that house based on the houses itself. So that's just an example of what you would be looking for when you are looking and reviewing the cards that show up for you. And if you want to really keep it simple, just pay attention to the energy that's associated with Gemini. And even if you don't have anything on your chart in regards to Gemini's energy, you can go and look at that 3rd house and also see where Venus is. And that could be the one place you can look at, because most of the time, all the time, and I want to be politically correct, all the time you're going to have something in Venus energy, something in Venus, whatever that might look like. For me, Venus is associated with Pisces on my chart, and that's associated with my 9th house energy. But based on the cards and the zodiac sign, I would be looking at Venus and when the Pisces card shows up. So that's what I invite you to do as well. So if you do not understand fully your entire natal chart and really how to read through and utilize this actual cosmic energy forecast for you, that's where that 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session can come in handy to help you navigate through, especially with the energy that's going on right now based on Venus being in Gemini. So let me get this party started for you so you can go about your day. And again, you can take notes first or just listen and then come back and take some notes. So I'm going to start off with Aries. And this is definitely a time where Gemini is going to help you navigate through your communication and what you can learn about yourself on what it is and how it is you communicate. Do you communicate by listening more, or do you need to constantly express yourself? So let's see what card, what chakra can show up and help you navigate through this energy. So the card that's popping in this session right now is about health. Health. So there may be some conversations that you will be having regarding health, your body system. And that 33 is reminding you that you are the master creator. So whatever might show up in your body during this series, this season in Venus and Gemini, know that you are the creator. So you can create the healthiest body possible just by focusing on visualization, meditation, and really ask yourself, how would you really like your body to feel? What would you like your body to look like? And on a scale of 1 to 10 based on health, where would you like it to actually be? The chakra is the sacral energy, which is all about letting go of judgment, shame, guilt, and blame, and stepping into your confidence of knowing that you can create the most healthiest body you desire to have. And what does that include? And what action would you need to take in order for that vision to become your reality? So that's Aries energy. I love that. Remember that number 6, which is that 33 meaning, that is very much associated with Virgo energy, which is your body system. This is your time to create and have a better relationship with your body. And when we think about that Aries energy, this is a great time to sit and have a better relationship with others as well. You might also be creating a new way of moving your body during this Gemini Venus season. All right, moving into our Taurus energy. Taurus, this is about relationships, the relationships you have with yourself and others. There could be some energy associated with money, associated with spending. Let's see what card shows up for you. Perfect card, self-love. Perfect for the Venus Gemini energy. This is a perfect time to spend time loving on yourself and doing things that actually mirror the love for self. The chakra here is the root chakra, which is about focus on loving yourself. And remembering that Venus in Gemini could show up as some confusion in relationships with yourself and others. But more importantly, with yourself, you may be having a challenging time recognizing all your accomplishments and all your success during this period of time. But do not be so hard on yourself and focus on all the things you are accomplishing during this season. So that is our Taurus energy. Right into our Gemini. So Geminis, this is definitely something you will be feeling, whether you have Venus in Gemini or perhaps your sun, moon, or rising sign is in Gemini as well. And that goes for everybody out there. If you have a sun, moon, or rising in Gemini, this Venus energy is going to also highlight that as well. So pay attention. Know that your moon's energy is about how you feel about the way you communicate. Your sun's energy is how you are evolving into your communication, and your rising energy is who you are right now and how you show up the way you communicate. So let's see what one chakra you can work on so you can really manifest this amazing energy that Venus is in your specific chart. Healing is what comes to mind for you. This is a great time to really focus on those new practices of healing. How can you implement, whether it be meditation, more hydration, meal timing, exercise, rest, whatever that looks like for you is the key for healing for right now. After all, Venus is there to help you create this healthier relationship with yourself. It's really important, as the pink is all about the higher heart, which is about compassion, joy, love, and bringing that into your healing journey as you experience this Venus in your very sign. That 6 is all about healing, nurturing, taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. When we speak of body, mind, and spirit, we also speak of our home as well. Your home is definitely your shelter that you live in, the work that you're here to do, and your body. Your body, your body, your body. So nurture it and heal it during this season for Gemini. So that's a good one for Geminis, considering it is all about the new ways that you can approach this whole journey with the relationship of love, money, beauty, and your body system as well. All right, Cancer. Cancer, this is a great time to tie up those loose ends, get rid of what you need to get rid of, let go of the negative Nelly conversations. So if you're constantly in your head and you're constantly telling yourself you can't do something, or it's too challenging, or you don't have the time, or it's not the right time, this is a perfect time to let go of that internal dialogue. This is also a really great time to step up and see how you can transform you in regards to the relationships you do have with others as well. But do note that there could be some stickiness that may come along with this journey. But as I always say, nothing worth having ever comes easy. So, but I want to invite you to take time to visualize it being easy and utilize your intuition, your psychic abilities to create the very things you wish to create in your relationships. So let's see what's in store for Cancer. Cancer, this is all about paying attention to the message and working on your third eye. Compassion is the key here. Having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others. That 4-9 is that 4 energy, which is perfectly aligned with Cancer 4th house, which is all about your home. Shelter meaning your family, nurturing your family, nurturing your spirit, nurturing the feminine energy as well. And it's also relating to your career and, of course, your body. So compassion, compassion, compassion. Focus on that compassion, how you wish to see the relationship you have with one another, how you can show up more compassionately, and how you can then attract that compassion from others to you. So that's how Cancer energy. Leos, this is definitely a time to get out, socialize, network, expand, invest, explore, and make connections. But know that it's not going to come easy. You're going to have to work at this. You're going to have to be patient with yourself. And you're also going to have to be the visionary, because you can very well be the visionary. You can very well step into that space of the unpredictability and find the freedom in all of that. So let's see what's in store and how you can manifest what it is you're looking to create with the relationships around you. So your card, I love it for Leos. This is definitely a time for success. After all, you are going to be connecting with your community. Get out there and make new friends, make new collaborations, create success in your life. Solar plex energy is very much associated with Aries, which is all about allowing yourself to trust this process, stretch yourself a little bit, and I mean that in more of a psychological concept where you're going to stretch your imagination, you're going to stretch your visualization, you're going to stretch your unlimited possibilities that show up. The 8 energy is allowing yourself to let go of the old patterns, mindsets, philosophies, and habits that you have, so you can allow yourself to attract a new community, getting out there and being more aligned with different people. That's going to help bring more success into your life. That 8 energy is also recognizing your achievements that you are here to accomplish, and how your new community is going to help you step into those achievements. So do be mindful that in order to experience success, you do have to have a team. You cannot do this by yourself. So work on building a collaboration during this Venus Gemini season. There could definitely be a lot of conversations, a lot of meetings that can show up for you in order for that success to happen for you. So here we go for Leos. Love that. Virgos, this is definitely about your soul's calling, the work that you're here to do, what you've accomplished up to now. There could definitely be some praise showing up for you. Your boss could very well be recognizing all that you've done up until this point. You yourself could be recognizing yourself as well, giving yourself praise and stepping into that higher role, a promotion even for that matter for you Virgos. And yes, as I mentioned, that Venus and Gemini may cause a little confusion in your relationships, but that's okay. That's okay. Maintain a positive attitude, maintain focus on visualizing exactly what it is you wish to accomplish in your soul's calling, in the work that you came here to do. Let's see what chakra can help you clear whatever energies you might be feeling. Higher self. That's a perfect card for this. Perfect message. Stepping in and allowing yourself to connect with your higher self. Understand that your higher self already has everything planned out for you, everything laid out for you regarding your soul's calling, the work that you came here to do. It's up to you to allow yourself to elevate your frequency so you can be more aligned with your soul's calling. That 11 energy is reminding you that you are the master healer. And after all, the month of April is all about the master healer. So you definitely get to be the master healer of your craft. And whatever it is your soul's calling is, recognize that you can connect with your higher self and start visualizing and being just that higher consciousness is the word I'm hearing. Allowing yourself to step in and connect with your higher consciousness so you can heal whatever it is you need to heal so you can be more aligned with your master, your soul's calling. Love that for Virgo. And then we move into our Libra energy. So again, Libras, remembering, just as Taurus, you guys are ruled by Venus. So this is a really powerful energy because that's your ruling sign, your ruling planet. And here we have Venus in Gemini, where perhaps you're going to desire this balance with your relationships, your balance with conversations, your balance with connections and collaborations. And you may be doing a little traveling. And what I like to remind you to keep pen and paper at your bedside, because those dreams could be very powerful, and you're going to possibly be remembering more dreams than you can ever imagine. And research says that we dream every night. However, we don't remember all of our dreams, and that's because the ones that we do remember are messages. So be mindful that if you are remembering whatever those dreams are, there's a message there. Write it down as quickly as you can first thing in the morning. You may not understand it at the very beginning, but know that there's definitely a message that's helping you to connect with your higher learning, your higher wisdom. And that's going to help you bring more balance into your energy field. So let's see for you Libras what one chakra you can work on so you can be more aligned to this possibility of higher wisdom, higher consciousness, traveling even, and being curious. So the card here for you, which just showed up with our first card as well. Whoops, let me get it here. Health. So when we think about this energy of the 9, it's also about transforming. How can you transform your body, mind, and spirit? And how can you bring more balance into your body? And remember, if you don't already know this, if you haven't heard this from me 1,000 times over, when there's something going on with your body, when your body is feeling discomfort, it's an indication that there's an imbalance in your body, which is associated with an emotion. That when we talk about that sacral energy, that really is about your inner child energy, your younger version of you. So perhaps if you are experiencing an imbalance in your body, it's your body's way of letting you know that there's something there that needs your attention. So spend some time in meditation, spend some time connecting with your body so you can bring your body back to balance and let go of what doesn't serve your body at this point, which could very well be related to an emotion. And that 33 is reminding you that you are the master creator. However, whatever is showing up in your life, you have created that at some point or another, and that's why it shows up right now. So you get to change that by letting go of judgment that you might have towards yourself or to somebody else, and start really being the master healer of your body. So that is our Libra energy. Scorpios, this is all about transformation, transforming. What do you need to transform? Is it your communication? Is it your listening skills? Is it your collaborations? Is it your money? Is it yourself? Is it your mind, body, and spirit? What do you need to transform? Where do you need to give yourself recognition? And what one chakra can help you to do all that? A karmic completion, which is all about a karmic reset, which is interesting because out of all the zodiac signs, here you have it, Scorpios, a karmic reset, very much associated with that Saturn in Pisces energy, which is what's making this Venus Gemini energy a little sort of complex, because there is a reset going on. There is something changing, a massive change And because you Scorpios are definitely related to and ruled by Pluto's energy, which is all about a major transformation, what needs to change for you? What do you need to throw out? What has ended that perhaps you're still holding on to? This is definitely, with that one energy, a perfect time to start seeing this brand new chapter come in and ground yourself so you won't focus so much on what you're afraid of. And you can really start focusing on what you are curious about. So that's what this energy is all about for you Scorpios. This is about a reset, a karmic reset, a new beginning, a new way of doing things. So allowing yourself to let go of what no longer serves so you can have this major transformation that, yes, Saturn in Pisces and Pluto in Aquarius is actually helping you with during this Venus in Gemini's energy. So transforming your communication, transforming the way you listen, transforming the connections you have with one another, especially with self. All right, as we move into our Sagittarius, this is a perfect opportunity for you to take some quiet time. Take some quiet time to sit in meditation. Connect with your spirit guides, considering Venus is in Gemini. It's a perfect opportunity to communicate with loved ones, angels, fairies, and ancestors for that matter, to gain the insight you're looking to gain. I'm sure most of us are always looking for some answer to something. So for you Sagittarius, this is definitely about higher learning, quieting yourself down, reflecting, and meditation, and your spiritual journey. And because your energy is definitely in alignment to the collective energy for 2023, this is a perfect time to even do some exploring and check out circles that are connected to maybe Reiki circles, drum circles, healing circles, something of that sort, so you can really have that connection with spirit. And let's see your card. And it doesn't get better than that. Spiritual guidance, which is exactly what we were just talking about. This is about working with your heart chakra so you can move into that space of gratitude. And whatever it is that you might be holding on to that might have your heart feeling a little heavy, perfect time to start asking spirit for some guidance. That 7 says it all, which is exactly where you are. Taking time to sit quietly, going within. Most of the time, everything we need to know, we already know. We just have to be willing enough to sit quietly to receive the guidance. So for you, Sagittarius, that's exactly what it is. That higher wisdom, higher learning, higher consciousness. Connect with spirit during this amazing season as Venus is in Gemini to help you have that communication, collaborations, and gain answers. Right into our Capricorns. So this is a time for healing, nurturing, taking care of your body, mind, spirit. What does that look like for you? That can look like spending more time in movement, spending more time resting, spending more time nourishing, spending more time fueling and feeding, whatever that looks like for you. But it's definitely time to start healing, 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 healing. Let's see what one card Capricorns need to work on, what one chakra can help you clear this energy for you. And your card also, this one showed up as well before, higher self. So when we speak of healing, I know when I speak of healing, the first thing I want to do is ground my energy, connect to my spirit team, and connect with my higher self to gain the wisdom that my higher self very much has. And having that connection and seeing yourself as the best version of you and being guided by your higher self. And know that each and every day you have the ability to work towards that connection, that vision of what you see yourself as the higher self. That 11 energy is all about being the master healer of you. It's also about that connection that you do have with your community. So again, making connections with practitioners and mentors that can help you in your healing journey during this season. This is a perfect time to get out there and collaborate and connect with other people that can help you heal. This is about healing, not just on the medical perspective, but the metaphysical, healing those emotions that might actually be showing up in your body system and utilizing this time for the higher learning. And hey, you never know, at the end of all of this, you may actually find yourself becoming a master of your own body. So I'm loving that. And the crown chakra is really about your higher consciousness, which is why you may become the master of your own body, being the master healer. That's Capricorn energy. We have Aquarius. So as you Aquarius, I'm sure are feeling this Pluto in your energy, this transformation, this, oh, let's die off what no longer serves you. Massive change is coming in, especially in your relationships, whether it's relationships with one another, yourself, and or your money. So what one chakra can you work on so you can really be more aligned to this amazing change that's coming in? Be curious enough to change and be courageous enough to change as well. And through those changes, you will find more and more freedom within yourself, not feeling so restricted and limited to doing it the way other people think you should be doing it. All right, so let's see what the card is for Aquarius. Oh, some of our cards today are doing some repeating work, so quite interesting. So here you are, Aquarius. This is all about change and how change is going to bring more success into your journey this season. So be prepared for success. Now, if you're someone that sort of shies away from it or you don't want to be in the spotlight, this is an opportunity to shift that energy. That 8 energy is about your transformation, about letting go, but it's also about recognizing your achievements, your accomplishments, and you may very well be in the spotlight. This is a time to be more creative, self-expressive, and allowing yourself to really make those changes and trusting. Unlimited possibilities are showing up. Much change is coming in regarding your relationships with others, yourself, and of course, technology and money. That's what this is all about, your success. So love that for Aquarius. Let go, transform, and achieve your success that you're looking to accomplish. But you got to trust this process. You got to allow yourself the ability to stretch out of your usual. In order to see anything different, you do need to make changes. And changes is a big theme for your Aquarius during the season. Work on that solar plex energy so you can be open to the abundance that's showing up and trust that success is definitely in your journey during the season. All right, last but not least, we have our Pisces, which is all about that connection with home, family, nurturing, healing, connection with the feminine energy, connection with receiving, being open to receive. And maybe during this season, it really is about receiving information. Being willing to listen more and not be so quick to give your own advice. Don't be open to allowing others just to share what they need to share during this time. That 4 energy is about your foundation, about stability, balance, about patience as well. So let's see. And of course, as you know, that 4 is about your body system. Taking care of your home, taking care of your career, taking care of your family, the relationships that you have with all of that. Let's see what you need to work on. What chakra will help you navigate through this amazing energy. And again, because you are Pisces, note that you do have Saturn in Pisces and you also have Neptune in Pisces. So it's a big energy for you in regards to the resets that's taking place, but it could also be a little uncomfortable as well. But that's okay. Uncomfortability is the key word to growth. Uncomfortability is the key word to growth. And so interesting, you too have this card. This card showed up 3 times today. So in addition to the zodiac signs it showed up for, it's a big message here that I do believe that this, besides for the Pisces, and it showed up in Aquarius, and it showed up earlier as well. Besides for those 3 zodiac signs, it's a big message for all of us that this Venus in Gemini energy is going to lead us to success as long as you allow yourself to trust this process. So for you Pisces out there, this is what do you need to let go of so you can have more success? How can you trust more? How can you allow yourself the unlimited possibilities, unlimited opportunities to show up? How can you be more open to receiving that? And know that, yes, this is a perfect time to be prepared and be ready for those emails, those texts, those phone calls to come in to say, hey, we want to set up an appointment with you, or we want to have an interview with you, or I've seen your work and I love to take on this time to set up a contract with you because you're very good at what you do. Recognize your success, recognize that transformation, recognize the abundance that's showing up during this Venus Gemini energy. Even though, yes, it's going to be a little challenging because of that Saturn Pisces energy, but there's definitely success wrapped around all that. Work on your solar plex energy so you can let go of any resistance or any limitations you might be having that you may not even be aware of. So that's how Pisces energy. So some big stuff coming in for Pisces. Get yourself ready for your schedule to get a little busier than it's been for you, and recognize that success is definitely on the table. Open your hands to receive and get ready to say yes for all those invitations that are showing up. Job opportunities, clientele opportunities, more writing opportunities, more opportunities in itself leads to success. Love that, love that, love that. Now that I've read all 12 zodiac signs, my question to you is, how does this all land with you? Now, I recommend that you definitely come back, rewatch this, pen to paper, and take down some notes. And pay attention to your energies. Pay attention to where Gemini is. Pay attention to where Venus is. And yes, if you want to go and check out your sun, moon, and rising sign with this information, you could definitely do that as well. That will give you a lot of energy work to work on. After all, the key component of all of this is really working on the one color, one chakra that shows up based on that card reading. So if you are going to be looking at your sun, moon, rising energy and your association with Venus and your association with Gemini or the third house, you'll actually be looking at 5 different cards. And hopefully you'll have 5 different chakras to work on. But be mindful that some of the cards did repeat with each zodiac sign. So if you happen to have, for example, that Pisces Aquarius energy, such as I do, that success card really is a highlighter for me because my moon is in Aquarius, my sun is in Pisces. And for the life of me, I don't remember what the Cancer card was, but I'll go back and look at that as well and pay attention to that as well. Now, when we think about this energy that we will be experiencing from now through May 7th, this is a perfect time for you to start reflecting on your relationships, your communication, what it is you're looking to create, how you're looking to collaborate, and the connections that you have with yourself, others, and of course, your money. So all that being said, I wish you an amazing Venus Gemini season. Please let me know how this lands with you. And more importantly, as I mentioned earlier, if you are not familiar with your personal natal chart and you're not quite sure how to read it, or you've never had one, well, to start off with, you could definitely go and check out any free natal chart. You can Google. My favorite is astro.com. It's really easy to read once you understand how to read it. But in any case, if you're not familiar with your natal chart, or you have one but you just don't know how to read it, I invite you to go ahead and take advantage of that complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session. So this way here, you can better understand these cosmic energy forecasts reports that I provide to you and for you so you can navigate through this amazing season. And also, I do offer astrology classes so you can better understand your astrology chart. If you want to learn more about that, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. You'll also need that email when you go ahead and redeem your complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the season, and I will be back to share some more insight when other planets get ready to shift. Bye-bye for now.